Here now, House Judiciary Committee member, Texas Congressman Troy Nehls. Troy, welcome back to the program. You know, I'm starting to notice a theme here with the alphabet soup agencies that work under the Biden regime. Nobody can ever define anything or answer a damn question you Republicans have. They just have amnesia, blockage, or plain stupidity in the roles that they've been given.
Dan, it's good to be with you. Mr. Dettelbeck, now he is the director of the ATF, and he's self-proclaimed. He is not an expert. He could not define what an assault rifle was, an assault weapon, doesn't know what one is. I don't know why this guy's in charge of the ATF, but we had a great hearing. I thought the hearing really, it was focused on this brace, this shoulder brace that now ATF Director Dettelbeck and others are saying from January on, if you have one of those braces, you must register that brace. And if you don't have it done by the end of May, you could become a felon. 40 million Americans have these braces. 40 million Americans. Understand, it's a piece of plastic. It's about 4 ounces is what it is. And now if you have one of those braces and you don't register it with the ATF, you are now going to be a convicted felon, potentially go to prison and have a $10,000 fine. I don't know how they're going to enforce this. That's what I was trying to get him to answer. Yeah. How are you going to enforce this?
First of all, I don't understand why they're even going after it. Can you explain to me, Troy, what led to all this? Can we take a step back? Why in the hell is the ATF getting involved in a brace that many, many millions of Americans that are combat veterans over the generations need to use so they can hold it? And then just handicapped folks in general, not just our vets. So who even brought this thing up to say we gotta register those braces?
Yeah, well, this is the Biden administration. They did this here in January of 2023. Even you go back to Obama. Now, you got to give it to Obama. He's a little bit smarter than the guy we have in there now. It wasn't against any rule, any law. The ATF said these braces are just fine. There were no issues. There were no issues with these braces for the past several years. And now all of a sudden we have issues with the braces. Yeah. And so they're going against the Second Amendment. The Americans, they're focusing really on veterans, and they're the ones that are using these braces. We showed pictures of veterans that are using these braces to help them, handicapped people and stuff. So they make it sound like this brace makes this pistol shoot farther, or this weapon, this rifle, shoot longer. Makes no sense to me. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's just another assault on the Second Amendment.
Well, Troy, let me tell you, when you have a bunch of typically Harvard and Yale, let's call them what they are, these Ivy League uppity, snotty leftists who probably never picked up and handled a weapon in their life, yet they have armed guards and armed security protecting them, they don't have a damn clue what they're doing. All they know is get the guns, get the guns, get the guns. Not for my security detail, though. Speaking of get the guns, can we go to Washington State and talk about what happened there? Because this is an assault, to use their weapon, or their wording rather. This is an assault on our Second Amendment rights. You just had the state of Washington sign into law a weapons ban. I'm not going to call it an assault-style weapons ban because I don't call these weapons assault weapons. I'm sick and tired of everybody labeling an AR-15 or a Mini-14 or an AK an assault weapon. So they've banned certain rifles now in Washington State. And Troy, isn't this just another overreach of government coming after Second Amendment? You give an inch, they take 20 miles.
Well, that's in Washington State. It doesn't surprise me. There are a bunch of leftists up there. Look at what happened in Oregon. I don't know what's happened to that state, but I tell you, for the residents in that wonderful state up there, you better start picking and choosing better leaders, because this is what happens. Now they want to come in there and take your assault weapons. What the hell does that even mean? Yeah. Does that mean if I got a deer hunting rifle that's a 30-06, do you consider that an assault rifle? It's a semi-automatic weapon is what it is. That's what an AR-15 is. But the left, they make it sound like AR stands for automatic rifle. It's not. It's armor light. So the point is the left is just going to try to confuse people, try to make it sound like everybody that has a deer rifle, a hunting rifle, an AR-15, you're all here to overthrow the government, you're another insurrectionist, and it's only MAGA people that have these damn things. They've lost their mind I'll guarantee you one thing. You may get away with that in Washington State. You're not getting it in my great state of Texas. Come and take it.
Yeah, exactly. Troy, we're out of time, but I just got to throw one more thing in there. This has nothing to do with the ATF and our guns and the Second Amendment, but you got into a little back and forth with one of my favorite members of Congress, Mr. Swalwell. And I just want to show the exchange and get your take on the back end of it. I think you guys were discussing immigration, the border and stuff, and not ATF. Anyway, let's just roll this clip, guys.
You're here for a hearing on the border. They don't want to talk about a border. Mr. Swalwell is down there. Obviously, everybody knows he's made some comments. He's got a checkered past. He's alleged relationships.
A checkered past? I would ask.
It's my time. Alleged affairs, relationships with
No.
Yum
Sir,
Yum.
You don't get to say that. That's not
He had
true.
alleged relationships with Yum Yum.
I asked the gentleman's words be taken down.
You don't get to say
Mr.
that,
Chairman,
pal.
Yes, the
we ask that
gentleman's
the
words be
gentleman's
taken down as casting a slur on another member.
So, of course, folks, Troy was referring to Mr. Swalwell's checkered past of dating a known Chinese spy who you affectionately called Yum Yum. It was Fang Fang, close enough. Did I hear him say, you can't talk that here? Did he say that?
Yeah, he was a little grumpy, but we were in a hearing, judiciary hearing, to talk about unaccompanied children, UACs, unaccompanied alien children in our country. That's what the hearing was about. We had great witnesses there. And what did he do with his 5 minutes? He attacked one of the witnesses and brought up January 6th. They're avoiding the subject. They don't want to talk about the poor southern border and the Biden failures. And he went after that witness, and I thought, well, I need to go and expose this guy for who he is. We kicked him off the Intel Committee, America. We kicked him off the committee. He's had an alleged affair with Yum Yum, and he got a little grumpy. He's an angry man. He's an angry man.
I'll end it with this, Troy. He should be kicked out of Congress. I don't know how you have an affair with Fang Fang, Yum Yum, I don't care, a known spy, and you still get to sit and be a member of our body representing